Exploratory spinal surgery? That sounds very risky to me. Aren't there any other options?
We could do nothing. Nancy's condition could stay the same for a while, but gradually, through non-use, the muscles in the lower half of the body would begin to deteriorate, atrophy. Very unpleasant. We could begin a therapy program, but without surgery, we won't know what we're dealing with, and we could very likely cause damage to nerves and tissues. Irreversible damage. Also very unpleasant.
But aren't we dealing with an irreversible situation anyway?
Not necessarily. There's a very small chance, very small, that this condition can clear up spontaneously. Question of swollen tissues coming to normal.
Well, then would I be able to walk again?
Yes, Miss Wilson, but it's less than 1 chance in a million. At any rate, time is of the essence. You must decide soon.
You'll have my decision today.
Mr. Carpenter, what a surprise.
Yes.
I had to see Miriam.
Why else would I be in this neighborhood? Thank you.
I'll see if she's here.
But only knows why she'd want to be.
Miriam, you have a visitor.
How old is this house?
Oh, about your age. And holding up just as well, wouldn't you say?
Daddy.
Ma'am, are you all right?
Of course, why wouldn't I be?
Oh, nothing. I'm just glad, that's all.
If you'll excuse me, I have something to attend to.
Yes, yes, of course. Good grief, Mim. It's a wonder you're still alive. It's a wonder I'm still alive.
Why? What are you talking
This
about?
neighborhood.
Okay, so it's not Lake Forest.
There is a keen observation.
Well, it's comfortable here, and I like the people.
Mim, they're animals. I had to stop at a gas station to get some directions to get here, and I'm lucky I got away alive.
Is that why you dropped by, just to give me some of your biased views?
Mim, I'm simply concerned for your safety.
Okay, Daddy, I'm sure you are, but you see, you're just making both yourself and me much more upset.
Yes, of course, you're right. You're right. But nothing has happened to you.
No.
Congratulations on your victory in court today.
Yeah, thank you.
Does the judge know that you're staying here?
Yes, she managed to find me mentally competent in spite of that fact.
Well, perhaps if she visited...
Daddy!
Miriam, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the best I can. This is a difficult time with you coming out of the hospital and Nancy going in.
How is Nancy?
Not very well, I'm afraid, and apparently those idiots aren't going to be able to do much for her.
Well, we just have to hope for the best.
Hope? They can't even offer her that.
Why don't you talk to Terry Davidson? You know, she helped me a great deal.
Do you hear what you're saying? Is this what the court decided is mentally competent? Miriam, they're controlling you. Please, come home with me, and I'll give you all the help in the world, I promise you.
Goodbye, Daddy!
Oh, Mem. I need you.
See, you just want me to be your little China doll, Daddy. You just want me to be on the shelf and look pretty and tell you how wonderful you are. See, I just can't do that anymore.
Living so soon.
Morning yet?
No, not for another 13 hours or so.
Sun's still out.
Yes, but it hasn't gone down yet.
How many hours left on our shift?
2
Oh, good.
or 3.
Oh. But then we can go home, right?
Well, you can, but I have a night out on the town planned.
Well, boy, aren't you going to be a lot of fun.
I said planned. I don't know if it's going to be executed or not.
With whom?
Terry.
Great.
Well, I hope so. But you see, she doesn't know about it yet.
Oh, uh-huh.
Well, she does technically. We kind of discussed it in vague terms at lunch, but we left it loose, of course.
Oh, of course. Lunch, huh?
Yeah, lunch.
Care to elaborate?
It was pleasant.
Just pleasant.
Very pleasant.
And relaxed, too.
Very relaxed.
Very relaxed, very pleasant. Interesting.
That too.
Well, that's great. That is just great.
Well, I'm so glad you approve.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about Terry lately, and you.
I like the sound of that.
Me too. I think it's time for an all-out attack.
Now, this is not a battle, Dr. Martin.
Oh, yes, it is, in a way. To the victor goes the spoils.
Oh, you better not let your mother-in-law hear you say that.
Well, in this case, what she doesn't know could hurt her.
Well, now, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just that I've come to the conclusion that Jason Prescott isn't the man for her.
I came to that conclusion a long time ago.
You were right. I'm sorry I haven't helped you more.
Well, I think I can hold this alone. After all, too many Cupids tend to spoil the spontaneity.
Yes, maybe, but you're competing with a guy who knows his way around.
And I don't.
Oh, well, yeah, sure, of course, but every little bit helps, right?
You sound like my campaign manager. And what have you got against Jason all of a sudden?
Well, that's not important. What is getting you and Terry together. Well, I'm serious about this, Alex.
I know. And that's what's so funny.
Well, I guess that about does it.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else to discuss.
Well, good afternoon, then.
Yeah. Oh, Terry, I'm glad we're on speaking terms again. I saw that.
So what?
That smile.
An involuntary reflex, that's all.
Yes, but the what, though?
I have a great deal of work to do.
Well, so do I.
Then I'd suggest that you do it.
Oh, come on, Terry, we can't go on like this.
Like what?
Pretending that nothing's wrong.
I am very comfortable with our relationship.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
I'm sorry.
And I don't think that you are either.
Are you suggesting that I'm lying to you?
Well, no.
Good.
I just think you're kind of confused.
You know, your thoughts about me these days are very enlightening.
Well, I'd call them honest.
I'm sure you would. Goodbye.
Bye. Are you just going to let me walk out that door like that?
Well, what you do is your business.
You know why I came here this afternoon to apologize to you?
You do it so well.
Yeah, well, you could at least have the decency to listen to what I got to say.
Along with the rest of the hospital.
Oh. Excuse me.
Thank you. I'm listening.
Yeah, I can see how open-minded you are.
Well, what do you expect of me?
Well, some consideration.
Yeah, I saw where that got me before. You assume too much, Jason.
Well, I was just responding to what I was given, you know.
Is this your idea of an apology?
Well, you don't have to make it so darn hard for me.
The only thing that's making this hard is your ridiculous male ego, which refuses to admit you were wrong.
I was wrong. I just wish you'd let me say it. Well, I'll admit, my apologies could stand a little brushing up.
Yeah, well, at least there's no mistaking them when they come.
You accept it then?
Yes. What's past is past.
Ah, good. Oh, there's one thing I want to say, though, Terry. There's nothing that I would ever do to hurt you. I mean, our association has been very pleasant for me, and if all we're ever going to do is be friends, why, so be it. I can live with that. But let's get on with the friendship and quit the fighting.
I agree.
Good. Well, do you think that we could get through a simple, non-threatening dinner tonight?
Well, that depends. What's your idea of non-threatening?
Well, a well-lit restaurant, of course.
Oh, of course.
And tables in the middle, things, nothing stashed away in a corner.
Yeah, crowded, noisy.
Yeah. Well, I do know this little restaurant where, there's no harm in us being able to listen to ourselves talk.
I guess not, but they don't have candles on the table, do they?
Well, I get out of here. T, pick you up at 7.
Okay, that's fine.
Lunch in the corner pocket.
Well, that's better than some of the jokes you tell. Say, you know what? Maybe we better make it later than 6:30. I gotta chase somebody down, and who knows how long that'll take.
Well, all right, 7.
Wow, that's so generous.
Well, 7:05.
Oh, that's even better.
7.
Good. 7:30, good.
Well, Terry, we were just talking about you.
Yes, you know, there's quite a controversy raging.
Will she or won't she?
Hey, what do you say, Ben, Alex?
Oh, Jason.
Well, this is a surprise.
You're telling me. Well, I'd like to chat with guys, but I got to get going. I'll see you later.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, 7 o'clock, Terry.
7:30, remember?
Ah, whatever.
Will she or won't she what?
Well, it doesn't make any difference anymore.
Alex, what is it? Where's he going?
Urgent business, I guess. Could we talk?
Well, yeah, sure. What's going on?
Well, there seems to be some competition going on here.
Competition? What competition? We're all just friends.
Friends?
Yeah.
And how long do you intend to keep it that way?
Is there a limit on the time one's allowed to have a friend?
Only on the time you allow that person to think he has a chance of being more than just a friend. I understand you and Alex had a nice lunch earlier,
Yes.
but just as friends, right? And your date tonight with Jason, also just as friends?
Yes.
Mind if I offer a few words of wisdom?
Yes.
I know you wouldn't mind,
I'm the parent here, remember. Words of wisdom are my responsibility.
but I need the practice.
I hope this isn't going to become a regular feature of our family life.
So do I.
Please continue.
Well, it's not that big a deal. It's just that I'm concerned about your friendship with Jason.
Gee, Peter passed through this phase over a month ago.
Well, what do we really know about him?
Is that a rhetorical question, or am I supposed to answer it?
Never mind. I guess it isn't important. You can't be angry with me for caring about you.
No, I can't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, can I leave?
Hey, Marianne, hi.
Oh, I thought this was Miss Davidson's office. But I guess if you're here, it can't be.
No, it's not.
I thought your office was down the hall. Is this your office?
Well, no, it's not exactly my office, as you might recall. It's Mr. Lewis's. He's the hospital administrator. I told you about him.
But don't you work here?
Yeah.
Then it's your office, too. Only I thought it was down the hall. But, that won't help me with my problems. I'm looking for Miss Davidson. I want to give her these. Could you point me in the right direction?
Thought you knew where her office was.
Well, I thought I did, too, but I think I got confused.
Oh.
Must be the heat.
The heat, huh? Yeah. Sure.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I believe that.
Well, can I have this with you anyway?
Yeah, sure. I'll see that she gets them, although that might not be till Monday morning.
Oh. Well, I guess as long as she gets them.
If they're really important, I think I can be persuaded to escort you to her office if she's there.
I'd like that.
Good. Let me make a couple notations and we'll get going.
Okay. Russ, I really enjoyed our time at the art show.
Yes, me too. Say, did you know that the University Summer Theater Group is doing Macbeth?
Why?
Why? What do you mean, why?
Yeah, well, why bother?
I don't know. I think it's because they enjoy it.
Oh.
You think you'd enjoy it?
Sure.
With me?
Sure.
Great.
When?
Well, I'd say tonight, but my car isn't for repair.
Well, we could use my car. You could even drive.
Oh, I could, huh?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's go give these to Terry, and then we'll talk about who'll do what tonight. Over dinner?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Mama! Mama?
She couldn't have gone too far.
Can I help you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Where's Mama?
How did you get in here?
Never you mind. How did you get in here?
I happen to be a guest in this house.
Oh, so you're the one that just got out of the psych wing at the hospital.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to sound that way.
What is all this noise in here?
It's just me, Mom.
Well, is everything all right?
Everything's fine.
Well, I see you have met.
Not really.
Well, what are you waiting for? Miriam Mason, this is my daughter-in-law, Carla Redland.
Oh, I see. You're the one that left your son and then came back. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry.
No more than I deserve. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Although I see some tongues have been wagging.
Oh, no, she really had nothing to say but good things.
And about you, too. Now, please, forgive me for what I said about you.
Oh, don't give it a second thought. After all, it is true.
Now, well, around here, we operate under the premise that the past is forgotten. Except when Mama wants to make a point.
Oh, really? So, now what brought you by?
I got a big favor to ask of you. Now, say no if it's inconvenient.
She knows I never say no.
Now, you won't believe this. But I just got a last-minute booking in Atlanta, and Gina and I are flying out tonight, and will you please keep Jimmy over the weekend?
Oh, of course, honey.
Oh, thank you! Jimmy will be so glad to come back. Jimmy's my son.
Oh, I know. He loves the piano and baseball and goes to summer school because his last report card wasn't so good.
I see no stones been left unturned.
Well, she asked and I told her.
You know, I have a son, too.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't seen him in a while, but I hope again soon.
You know, it seems like we got a lot in common. Why don't you come outside with me? I want to get some of Jimmy's stuff out of the car.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
You know, this may sound strange, but I think maybe I've heard you sing before.
I mean, I'm so memorable, you can be sure, though, huh?
No, it's not that. I'm just not a very good audience. But did you ever sing at the Pink Parrot in Chicago?
Yeah.
You did? That was you. You are wonderful.
Well, Miss Lawson, we need to know what your decision is.
Well, it's so hard to decide.
Well, we all want to be able to help.
Maybe we should come back later.
We don't have that much time, Dr. Martin. If she elects to have surgery, I intend to have it tomorrow morning.
But we don't want to rush her.
She's had plenty of time to make a decision. Well,
Well, I just want to ask a few questions about the operation.
of course,
Where would the scar be?
alongside your spine, of course.
Well, what I mean is, how long would it be?
Anywhere from 6 to 10 inches. Why?
Well, how far up would it be?
Really, does that make any difference?
Yes, it does. A lot of my dresses have low backs.
See, I can get you some new dresses.
Thank you, Charles. Well, how long would I be in bed afterwards?
That depends. The recuperation time for this kind of surgery can be extensive for some patients, not regaining mobility for up to a year.
A year?
However, I've known some cases that were completely recovered in 2 months or less.
Well, would I be able to go out to dinner or something during that time?
No.
I can have it catered for you.
But it's also inconvenient.
Miss Lawson, we're talking about major surgery here. Delay can be very serious.
On the other hand, considering the risks involved, waiting is an option you should consider.
Dr. Martin, that kind of help isn't necessary.
Well, I think it is. I hope you've informed her that it's a very delicate operation and could do even more damage and thereby worsen her condition.
All right, that's enough.
Yes, you're upsetting Nancy. Now stop.
Charles, I told you that hospital's horrible.
There. No, it's all right.
Well, I don't think I can go ahead with this. You said there's a possibility that it could clear up by itself?
There's only a very, very small possibility.
But it is possible.
Well,
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm going to do then.
it appears that I'm not needed here anymore. Alex, I'd like to speak to you in the hall, please.
Of course.
You do think I did the right thing, don't you, Charles?
Yes, I do. Dr. Martin, how can I speed up her release?
Perhaps you should talk to Dr. Lieberman about it.
Right.
And another thing, if there are any complications in this case, I hope you will consider the remarks made by Dr. Martin.
When do you suppose I'll be able to go home?
Well, knowing Dr. Lieberman, he may want to keep you in the hospital over the weekend, just to be safe. I just want you to know that I think you made the right decision. At any rate, I'll be watching your recovery with great interest.
We certainly
did. Oh, I don't know when my feet have been so sore.
Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of that's my fault.
Oh, no, it was my idea to take off my shoes.
Yeah, but it was my idea to walk on the beach.
You had no way of knowing that that part of the beach was all rocks.
I'm sorry that you're in that kind of pain.
It's okay. I'll live. Of course, I may not be able to wear my shoes tomorrow.
Is there anything I can do?
No, it's all right, really. It was worth it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I know somebody that's very tired.
But very happy.
I'm glad.
Thank you very much. I had a wonderful time tonight.
So did I. Thank you.